Hey guys, I'm up here, and today we are at the Panhandle Preparedness Expo, and I have my booth here, and I've been sitting across from this booth for People's Rights Network. I finally got her to come over here and tell me what they're doing. So what is People's Rights Network?
It's simply a network system put together by people to come together and defend our rights and liberties. They're being attacked every day, all the time. So this group was put together just as a networking system to, if you need help in any way, or your neighbor needs help, someone in the People's Rights Network needs help, you'll get a text saying, help, this is basically what's happening. And we hope that in 10 minutes, 10 people will show, 20 minutes, 20 people will show, 50 minutes, 50 people will show, and so on. Just standing the line for that person or them standing the line for you. There's power in numbers, and we all know that nobody else is going to show up to help you in those situations. We're being attacked big time, and so this network is just an awesome way for neighbor to come together for neighbor and be there for each other and them for you.
When you say to protect your rights, what kind of rights are we talking about? Like the right to vote, the right to bear arms? If somebody's telling me that their kid is being forced to or not wear the shirt to school or something like that? I mean, what kind of rights are we talking about?
Yeah, trespassing, your gun rights, your children. CPS has been involved in many situations trying to kidnap your children. Any of your liberties and rights given to you by God is what they're attacking now. Families, friends, land, food, children, everything is being attacked right now, and power is in the numbers.
So I'm one of those prepper survivalist types, and I have an obscene amount of food. If something happens, disaster, whatever, and FEMA comes and says, hey, you have a bunch of food and the poor people need it, and we're going to come take all of your food. I can send a text to this group and have a few people show up pretty quick that would be like, hey, leave this guy alone. That's his food. That's a no, that's a bad. Something like that.
Absolutely. Yep. That's just another way we can come together and help each other for sure.
Do you have any anecdotes or stories or anything like that that you can tell us more of when this would be of use?
A child from a young couple missed a weigh-in doctor's appointment, had to reschedule because mom was sick. The pediatrician called and reported them to CPS because they missed their scheduled appointment, although the mother had called in and said that she was sick, she wouldn't be able to make the appointment, she will reschedule. They arrested both the mother and the father and the mother's sister at a gas station after leaving a family dinner late that night. I mean, it was the whole shebang came down on them. I mean, 5, 6 cops, more than that even. I mean, they were all armed, guns pointed, handcuffs put on, taken to jail and arrested. Child was removed from the home. It was just an atrocity. And People's Rights was notified. Anybody that could come out came out and peacefully contacted everybody they could contact that they knew was involved. The hospitals, the doctors, everybody stood in front of the hospital where he was located, and they were trying to kidnap him. They were trying to kidnap this baby. Already had a foster parent family picked out basically before he was even taken. The initial intent was to take this baby. We all do believe that he was going to be trafficked. It was all set up and lined up. And since then, they've been after the family. The family was reunited, but it took some time. It took some time of all of us coming together, being there, showing up, speaking up, standing the line for this baby and this young couple. And they did. He was returned.
If I'm part of this group and I get a text that the government is trying to trespass on my land and trying to take my water rights from whatever, and what do I, as someone who receives one of these notifications, what am I required to, or what am I supposed to do, or what should I do? I mean, how do I help in something like that? Do I just go there and kind of like stand on the picket line and be like, hey, you guys suck?
Typically, they'll let you know. They'll let you know the general idea of what is happening, and you take it upon yourself to, what am I going to need? What do I think I'm going to need? Is this just going to be me standing there holding the line for this person, holding a sign?
Is this kind of like one of those Antifa go and riot lines?
Absolutely not. It is 100% peaceful. It's about standing up for your constitutional rights, your God-given rights, coming together as a community, friends helping friends, neighbors helping neighbors, the way it should be.
So it's just kind of like a physical support group. Or if you have talents, like if you're a lawyer and something like that case
Absolutely.
with the child, then you can maybe give some advice or
Yep.
help out or something like that.
We would like to know any talents or gifts that you have that, you could contribute if need be. So yes, if you're a lawyer and we could count on you to, get advice from a doctor, a nurse, a basic prepper, anything along those lines. Any gifts you have are just another blessing.
Now, is this just for Idaho?
No, it is nationwide, and there is a People's Rights Network website you can go to. They keep taking down our domain because they don't want you to have your rights and liberties. So they keep taking down the domain. So at this point, it's peoplesrights.us or WS. And you go into the website and you log in and click on the top right corner of if you click on join now, you're not saying you are going to now, but there's lots of information there. You can click where you live, what zip code, you put in your name, your phone number, and your email. They don't need to know your address or anything like that. And you put in where you live. So you can get in touch. They'll get you in touch with groups in your area. So you're dealing with people in your immediate area. You're not, called upon from Oregon or, Washington. If you're close, you get the text, you're close, you're nearby, you're able to pick up and go. And people do the same for you. And it works.
So the whole intent on this is to have almost an immediate response. Within 15 minutes, you have 15 people sitting there on your property telling the government not to take your cow because of farts or whatever.
Absolutely. And there's all kinds of informational areas. There's a newsroom, current events, all kinds of things at the top of the page you can click on when you go to that site. So much information. Most places have a monthly meeting, and they can be educational, informational. We even have potlucks at ours. It's just getting to know your friends and putting a face to when they call for help. Oh, that's that person. It's this person. It's good to to know your neighbors. It's just a community. It's a community network.
And this is no cost, right?
No cost. Nope. Nothing.
And if something happens, you're not required to go and stand in the line, because I work a lot.
Nope.
But if something does happen and I am available, then I can stop by and be like, hey, what can we do to help out?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Outstanding. Any final words for us?
Go to peoplesrights.us and join up, because, we need each other. We need each other. We can see now in the world, nobody's going to be there but yourself and your friends and connections that you make locally.
Very cool.
So I'd encourage people to do that.
Thanks for coming over and saying hi to us. And
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.